What's this? Some actually decent lighting for once? Wow, okay. I actually look quite nice now. I'm just using a little desk lamp that my mom found, and wow, this looks a lot better. There's more color. I think I'm gonna take off the glasses because I think with this new lighting, I think no glasses makes me look better. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, that's crazy. Okay, my phone just went off, so let me just fix that right now. Put that on silent. No distractions. Alright guys, so welcome back to another video, and this video is going to be less research based, and it's just going to be a little, we're going to keep it real, pack and steel, so welcome back to the video. And before we actually get into this video, we're just going to talk about, retiring by 30 or 40, in between those 10 years. Instead of retiring at 60 or 70, some people retire at 70. Can you believe that? On top of the fact that there's probably going to be no social security by the time people around my age, 18, the millennials, get to that retirement age that's usually or ideally 65. So before I get into that, I just want to say thank you to Travis, aka Trav. He has a YouTube channel. He's got over 1,000 subscribers, and what he does is that he has these little live streams where he talks to people who are also financial YouTubers, but much more smaller than him, so that they can get some exposure, and of course just talk about money, investing, finance, financial literacy, and all these things. And I had a blast. This was like a couple of weeks ago, and I really wanted to say thank you earlier on video, but the Forex video came out. It wasn't related to the stock market, which is what I've been doing lately. So I wanted to make sure that it was a video that was more broad, so that a lot more people are more likely to see it. I will be linking Travis's channel in the description, of course, and you guys can check out the live stream. It's still on his channel, and it was fun. So Trav, if you're seeing this, please, I really hope we can have another one, because I just love talking about finance, especially when there's a stream chat so fans can also engage in the conversation. It was amazing. One of the ways that you can retire 20 years early is by investing in the stock market. Rather than leaving all your money in a low yield savings account, you can also put it in a high yield savings account like Capital One Bank. But try investing in the stock market, and you can get started today with this app called Robinhood. And I got a free stock from my best friend who has finally decided to start investing, which was very exciting to hear. So he got his free stock, and I'm going to be opening it right now. You can do the same if you use the referral link in the top of the description. So this time I'm going to go with the right, because right is always right. Okay. And we got CPRX Catalyst FAR. I'm guessing that stands for pharmaceuticals. And it is priced at $5.25. I think I got another free stock. That's okay. Let's go with the left this time. AMRX, another pharmaceutical stock. I'm not sure what's with all the pharmaceutical stocks, but okay, so we got like $9 in stocks now. And is that it? I guess they're still doing that thing where after you invite like 3 people, you'll get the second bonus stock for the third person that you invite, which is pretty cool. I really thought the stars were going to align, because I just felt like something about these 2 free stocks. I thought one of them was going to be at least $100, but it's okay. I'll just reinvest those into dividend paying stocks. Anyway, let's finally get into the video. Thank you for bearing with me. So when I turned 18, I was like, listen, man, there's just something that people are not really educating people my age about. The school system is not telling us about, how to pay taxes or credit cards, getting loans, investing. They're not telling us about this stuff now. To be fair, all this information is unlimited and can be accessible with a few Google searches, but the fact that the priorities of the school system, the fact that certain demographics just are completely oblivious and think that the only way to be successful in life is to work hard for 40 years, working a job that some of them don't even like. I'm not going to go down that cliche path of, oh, everyone hates their job and they should become entrepreneurs. No, you don't really have to. There's something wrong with having a job. As a matter of fact, this is a great way if you take a portion of your paycheck and invest that into assets. That'll help you to retire, not at 65, but maybe decades or a couple of decades sooner, which is the point that I'm trying to hammer down. And that is the journey that I've decided to undertake. So after I graduated high school, I started educating myself about all these things. I got into e-commerce and started my own online business with Shopify. It's really easy. You don't need to learn HTML code or do all these things. Literally just set up an LLC or some sort of so that your liability is limited. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor. You don't have to follow what I say. I am just a college student. And start drop shipping e-commerce. Look up what drop shipping is. It is a very beginner friendly business model. Advertise on Facebook for the product that you have chosen, and that is a great way to earn income on the side. While you're working, you come home and you start working on this business that you set up. Now, everyone thinks that to own a corporation, you need to have this big building with 200 employees, gotta get up and go have all these meetings all day. No, your corporation is literally just a file that you have in a file cabinet that you paid like $200 to incorporate, and then use that. It is a separate entity, and you can use that, start using that to create a business, whether it be drop shipping or use it to create a YouTube channel and just start producing videos, producing a service or a product that people will buy. And then that is your first stream of passive income, or second if you do both. And just keep doing this. Keep going to your job so that your job paychecks can fund these investments. You can start investing into the stock market. The stock market, ever since the financial crisis of 2008, there has been like no major recessions. The stock market, S&P 500, has continually been going up and up and up. The real estate market has recovered. And if you had bought at that insane dip, the amount of returns that you would have made up till this point is crazy. And the stock market is just not correcting itself. Everyone's talking about this bubble recession in 2020, 2021. Don't listen to them. Just start investing right now. If you start investing right now, no matter what the market is doing, up, down, sideways, no matter how many months or years it's been doing it, it will eventually come back up as long as you invest in ETFs. If you don't want to listen to a bunch of earning calls and do all this extensive research on dozens of stocks. And if you want to delve into individual stocks after you invest in ETFs, then you can do that. Start with blue chip stocks because you can never go wrong with blue chip stocks for the most part. Invest with dividend stocks because dividend stocks are stocks that not only grow over time, hopefully, but they also pay you a dividend at least quarterly. And this is another great form of passive income. And you can use that and grow out your portfolio, scale it out until some of your monthly dividend payments can pay for large expenses like, your rent, monthly car bills, your phone bills, just something so that now you can work a little bit less because your passive dividend income has just crossed one of your monthly expenses, one or more, off of the list. And now you can focus on other things. You can continue to scale out your dividend portfolio. If you're young like me, be a risk taker. Not only have a dividend portfolio, but invest in some growth stocks, even if they don't pay out a dividend. You can speculate, but just try the blue chip stocks, the growth stocks. What I'm going to do is create a new portfolio with TD Ameritrade, and that is going to be just growth stocks because, why? I'm 18 years old. Now is the time to take risks. I don't have a family. I don't have a house. I don't have a car. I don't have to pay any monthly expenses that are huge. I don't have to pay utility bills. I'm still living with my parents. Now's the time. So why not invest in growth stocks? I'm not going to limit myself to dividend stocks. I'm going to invest in growth stocks. I might swing trade a few, take profits here if I own 50 shares of this stock. And if it just skyrockets the next day, I'm going to, take some profits because I know it's going to be overbought. This is just an example, by the way. And who knows, it might correct itself or it might keep going up. Who cares? Again, that's just a vague example. Now you have 2 to 3 forms of income. And slowly but surely, as you continue to grow, your path to retirement is just going to become shorter and shorter and shorter. Maybe try real estate or just invest in REITs if you don't want to go through the hassle of being someone who manages properties and tenants. Real estate is a great asset, and along the way, you're also diversifying your assets while you're growing each of them. So you can invest in real estate, and I'm trying to learn real estate. There's different types out there. There's wholesale real estate, and there's other types. And I'm trying to learn real estate because, real estate is the asset. Most millionaires became millionaires by investing in real estate, not the stock market. So if you really want to get to that millionaire status, it is recommended that you go down the path of real estate investing. It's a great investment, especially when the real estate market tanks, or if you live in a location where real estate market is undervalued, because that's a great time. You can get houses that are worth more than what they're selling for at a discount, and then you can invest in it. And I'm hearing that you shouldn't really sell and take profits. Don't let your emotions drive you. Oh, that the property that I just purchased just went up like crazy in value, I'm going to sell it. I'm hearing that you should buy and hold. Once again, I'm referencing these people because I'm not a real estate investor. So I'm just being an echo for these people because I'm in no position to give any of this advice. This is not my advice. This is just advice that I've heard from people who have successfully invested in real estate. So we got starting a business, a YouTube channel, stock market investing in dividends and growth stocks, real estate. And I'm sure there's a ton more asset profiles that you can create, build wealth, and just diversify yourself. You cannot retire early with just a simple job that is a 9-to-5 job. The only reason why I've been searching for a job right now is so that I can use that to fund my investments, because you need money to make money. And I didn't know that until I realized it very recently. So that is what I'm going to be working on. So in this next part of the video, I'm going to be talking about your lifestyle habits, maybe changes that you need to make to retire even earlier. When you look at all these people like Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, you notice like the type of clothing that they wear. It's not, they don't got gold chains that cost $2,000. They're not wearing Gucci belts. They're not wearing all this expensive and flamboyant stuff to impress people. Because who do they need to impress? They're just creating investments for themselves so that they can live a better life. Why do they need to impress people along the way? So like a bunch of people today want to buy all these stuff, not because they want it or because it's a financial investment. It's just to impress people, or it's just a lifestyle inflation. If you get a raise or you go to a better job, you're like, okay, now I can afford all this more expensive, higher tier stuff. And then that's how you stay in the rat race. That's how you get stuck in this seemingly inescapable cycle. And the key is to just live below your means and put your money in places that will make you more money instead of stuff that will depreciate over time just for some self-gratification. It's always healthy to reward yourself. And even the top investors will choose certain times every once in a while to reward themselves with a splurge buy, whether it be a new car, watch, house, whatever. And that's healthy. That's good. That's a way to reward yourself for all the hard work that you've been putting in. But I mean, like spending $200 a week at restaurants, Gucci, Louis Vuitton belts. Like, why? Maybe once in a while, maybe one Gucci belt, I guess for the sake of having a Gucci belt. If you've been working hard for all this time and you know you can afford it, unsure, but find a group of like-minded people, not people that will tell you to do what I previously said, but people that will tell you, encourage you to invest in these things and stuff. I think there was a story where I'm not sure what it was, but I think it was Beyonce told Jay-Z, or no, I don't think it was them. Like, I think the wife or girlfriend of someone really told them not to buy a new car, I believe, but to invest in this company instead. And now the company has just like blown up, and his return on investment is insane. Just find the right people with the right mindset. Also, some people that you can, have great conversations about stocks and finance as well, because that's fun, at least in my opinion. You got to set goals for yourself, plan out your day, educate yourself, make sure you're healthy, and doing the best, doing anything that you can do to live a healthy, peaceful, stress-free lifestyle while you are embarking on this endeavor towards financial freedom and an early retirement. And this is basically the philosophy of the FIRE movement, which stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. Once you achieve this, you can say that you're part of the financial Illuminati. It's like a very, very niche group because no one talks about this. Everyone says to do the opposite. Embellish yourself, buy all these nice things for yourself, just work hard at your 9-to-5 job, get a bunch of promotions, and just keep working hard for 40 years and enjoy your retirement between the ages of 65 to 70. So after you start school at whatever age, 5 or 4, and then you get out when you're like 22, you're looking for a job, you do that job for 40 years, and then when you are old and not able to move or be active or athletic as you were in your prime days, that is when you will sit back and enjoy life. Who created this ideology, and how could we ever allow this to stand for so long? That is so contradictory. You shouldn't have to be able to sit back and relax and do what you want, live the life that you've always wanted to live, when I don't want to get dark or anything, when you probably only have 10 to 30, if you're very fortunate, 30 years left, and those years aren't even the prime years where you're able to do all the things that you could have when you were more active and able to move around more. It just doesn't make sense. So that's why it's crucial that you start investing now so that you can start retiring. Even if you retire at 50, when you're 50, you're much younger than you would be at 65 or 70. At least it's something. My dream is to retire when I'm 30 years old or earlier. Hell, I keep having these thoughts in my head where I'm like, I'm going to retire at 28, retire at 28, retire at 28. Who knows? It might happen at 28. If it does, wow, Godspeed. And, I'm a believer in the law of attraction. The law of attraction is basically when positive thoughts manifest themselves in your life at whatever point in time. Negative thoughts manifest a negative reality for yourself. That's why anytime someone's like, for example, 2020 is going to be a bad year. Me and my friend who also believes in the law of attraction is like, don't say that, man, because you're going to say that and it's going to be a bad year for you. 2020 is going to be a great year. Financial growth, We will get through whatever happens. And I do believe that I will retire by the age of 30 or earlier. Say that to yourself. Tell yourself that you are going to retire early. Stick to it. And just do what you can to get to it. Because when you're saying something, it has already happened. Now you just need to get from point A to point B. Point B is it already happening. You've said it and you've made it so. Now you are here. And all you got to do is continue, get through the processes, do what you have to do, and get to this point. Financial freedom, early retirement, enjoy the rest of your life, travel the world, learn that hobby that you've always wanted to learn, and just have a blissful, happy rest of the life. And leave a legacy for your future generations if you so choose to have a family, and leave an inheritance for them. This is Eman, keeping it real, 18-year-old investor on that hashtag fire movement. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please remember the points that I've emphasized in this video. You've probably heard them before if you're a part of this, and if you're new to the channel, please do leave a like on the video, comment your thoughts in the comment section down below, and most importantly, subscribe so that you don't miss any of these videos in the future after you hit that bell notification. Love you guys. Thank you again, Trav, for having me on that live stream, and we're keeping it real. Enjoy your trading week.